Hey guys, what's up? Commando here. Welcome to my review of WWE Night Champions 2014. It's like 6:30 in the morning, so I'm kind of speaking a little low. I might not put music into this one because, I'm kind of speaking low, and if I put the music down low, you might be able to hear it. But anyways, let's go into the review. I'll talk about Night Champions 2014. It was an alright show, nothing, special, but I'll just get into it. The pre-show, I was right. It did last. They spoke like 45 minutes, 50 minutes or something before they actually got into the peep show thing. It was actually kind of good. I do enjoy the pre-shows though. Booker T and Alex Riley are pretty funny. I do quite enjoy them. But the peep show was like Jericho and Christian, just talking about previous stuff when they were tag champions and tag team partners. I sort of remember that, but I don't really at the same time. That was really at the time when I was sort of just getting into it. I don't know, I can't remember when the time was when they were champions. It was early 2000s anyway, but I don't really remember much of the stuff they were talking about, but it was entertaining anyway. And I'm pretty sure I would have seen it when they were teaming together, but I don't really remember it. Anyways, on to the actual show. There was no match on the pre-show either, but it doesn't really matter. Jericho and that was speaking, then Randy Orton started speaking and saying stuff, blah 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 blah. He called them Terrence and Phillip or something, and Jericho said something, but I couldn't understand what he said. But on the main thing, the first match was the Usos versus Goldust and Stardust, and Goldust had his television debut of his new fancy flaming face paint, which I actually seen a couple of weeks ago. It was on WWE's Twitter. Like a house show or something. I thought, I wonder if we'll see this on Raw. Didn't happen. Then I was like, oh well, they'll say it at the pay-per-view. I was right. It looks pretty cool. Looks pretty badass. And Stardust had new gear as well. Goldust had new gear as well. They all had new gear. But eventually, the Goldust and Stardust won. I was right in my prediction. It was pretty good. It was an alright match. It was kind of slow to begin with, and it sort of picked up, and it was good, good at the end. But nothing, special or anything. But it was alright. It was okay. Actually, the Goldust won and that, like I said. So it'll be good to see what happens with them. Probably a rematch for me on Raw, since it's like 5 weeks until Hell in a Cell. So I'm sure we'll maybe see something similar to the 5 weeks that we've seen up to this pay-per-view. Maybe they'll settle their feud on Raw or whatever. I don't know. Or a new feud will start. I don't know. But it was an okay match. Next one was a pretty brutal match, kind of stiff at times. At times it was kind of boring, like to begin with. It was Sheamus against Cesaro. Eventually, Sheamus won, but it was a good match. I've seen this sort of match with Sheamus before, where he, gets the shit beat out of him, and then out of nowhere he'll hit a bro kick. Like a lot of stiff moments, slaps, uppercuts, kicks. Yeah, Cesaro did a pretty epic tiger bomb type of thing, or double underhook bomb. It wasn't like a power bomb, but it was like a slam. I don't really know how to describe it. But Sheamus eventually won. I was okay with it because it was an alright match. It was pretty good. The next match was they also had Florida Georgia Line, who I've never even heard of until they started appearing on WWE. And they were on commentary, and one of the guys called it, because they're appearing on Tribute to the Troops, singing their shit, 'cause that's what I thought they were going to do here, but they didn't. He called it the Honor the Troops thing. Nice. But they were on commentary, and it was kind of annoying. And Cole and that with their fake laughs and over promoting things, it was kind of annoying. I even just seen comments just now on their Instagram and stuff of pictures. People just said that they stopped watching when Cole, the annoying commentary, took away from the match. But Dolph Ziggler faced The Miz. Both the stunt doubles there. Eventually, the Florida Georgia Line ferrets attacked Sandow when he got in their face. And then Ziggler came in and sort of slapped him. Eventually the Miz won, pulling the tights way up, his ass crack was dangling out. But Miz won, which surprised me. I really didn't think that was going to happen. It's rare to see a championship change after a month reign. But yeah, the Miz won, and Sandow just gold as usual. You know, I think it's hilarious him copying the Miz. Like he's pretending to hold a title and everything, and and I just watched an exclusive interviews. Like Miz is speaking, and he's mouthing what Miz is saying. Nah, it's gold. Like it's really good. It's so good. But the next thing, Seth Rollins came down to like claim a forfeit victory over Roman Reigns. And I just knew it was gonna happen. The fans were chanting. And eventually Dean Ambrose turns up in a taxi, runs out, they fight each other a little bit in the crowd and stuff. Then security sort of comes out and stops it, and then an awesome moment, he climbs up on this like thing that was on the stage type of deal, and then just launches himself into security. It was awesome. Gotta love Dean Ambrose, gotta love him. Eventually sort of they tied him up with cable ties. I was like, whoa, pretty crazy. But yeah, I'm sure they're gonna have a match again in the future. Maybe they'll fight in the Hell in a Cell, or maybe have another match, an awesome match on Raw again. I don't know, but I'm interested to see what happens. Since Roman Reigns will be out anywhere from like 4 weeks to like 3 months, so yeah, he's gonna be out for a while. And he can't Cena and come back early. It has to be fixed before he can come back. They can't come back early because it could mess him up even more. So yeah, there's that. And then the next match was like the beginning of the match was really weird. Like before it even started, Mark Rooney came out. Like he had on his USA singlet thing, and Lillian Garcia sang the anthem thing, and Henry was like crying. I was like, what the hell is he crying for? I thought it was really stupid. He was crying and everything while she was singing it. It was a really boring match. It really was just crap. He hit this World's Strongest Slam eventually after Rusev like hurt his back or whatever. Like he'd attempted it a couple of times. But Rusev eventually won with the accolade. I thought it was weird, like as soon as he got him into it, Henry just started tapping. I thought it was maybe a botch and he was like trying to get out of it, but no, he just tapped and then that was it. It's just crap really, I didn't really get it. Next one was Randy Orton versus Chris Jericho. An okay match, nothing we haven't seen before, like the RKO, there was a Jericho had a code breaker, Orton kicked out. Jericho attempted a splash, but Orton hit a mid-air RKO. I had no reaction to it really. It was boring for the most part. It's just my opinion. I thought it was boring for the most part. He hit that RKO and won. It's nothing we've never seen before. Like that was my entire deal with the pay-per-view. It was nothing we'd really ever seen before. Apart from the next match. The next match was really good in my opinion, which was Paige against Nikki Bella and AJ. It says in the penultimate match, I don't really know why it says that, but eventually AJ won by tapping out Paige. Now, Nikki Bella actually impressed me here. She was quite good, but overall the entire match was really good. I don't know how long it lasted. There's no times here on the Wikipedia. They usually have times, but there isn't. I think it lasted kind of long, maybe 10 minutes. I'm not sure, but I really enjoyed it. They did a lot of good spots, like the Tower of Doom thing, like Paige was a way to suplex AJ, then Nikki came in for the powerbomb. Like when Paige was setting up, I rewound it and listened to it a couple of times on Sky, and she says, "Oh shit, this is slippy," or something, like her foot slipped on the ropes or something. It was pretty funny. Eventually Paige won. Nothing from Brie, no interruptions there, but it was good. I really enjoyed it. Probably the best main roster Diva match this year. If you haven't seen it, definitely recommend checking it out. I really enjoyed it. And now the main event was Brock Lesnar versus John Cena for the championship. It was a different type of match to the SummerSlam, but not really different. Like Cena got in more offense. Like Cena hot an AA within the first minute. I was like, no, just no. Brock isn't losing to this. Eventually he hot like 4 AAs, and he also had in the SDF a couple of times. and like he would pull him back, Lesnar would crawl, he would pull him back, Lesnar would crawl, and then they got an AA, he was a way to go in, and then I was shocked. I don't even know if I mentioned this in the predictions about Rollins coming in. A lot of people thought that would happen, but Rollins came in and hot Cena with the briefcase, and then he laid out Lesnar with a curb stomp. I thought he was actually going to win it. I was thinking this is awesome, and I was sort of thinking Dean Ambrose might come out, but no, he didn't. Cena eventually stopped him, and I think he ran away. Then Rollins ran away. Then Lesnar came back and F5'd Cena. So I think they're going to set up a match with Cena versus Rollins. I don't think Lesnar's going to defend next Hell in a Cell. Maybe Lesnar versus Cena versus Rollins, but I don't think so. But then again, Rollins did attack Lesnar, so that could happen. That would be really quite interesting to see that, a triple threat Hell in a Cell match. And Lesnar's still brutal with his German suplex. It's like, good grief. Like Cena, you can see him try to tuck his head, but he's landing like to the point where he's landing on his neck and flipping over. Like, that's got hurt. He's trying to defend himself, but there's just no way. Like, at least with like the vertical suplex, his head is thingy because of his Lesnar's arm. But I mean, them German suplexes really got to be hurting Cena big time. Like, I mean, it's good to watch, however, but he's getting hurt, legit hurt. That's got to be having an effect on him. But it wasn't 16. It wasn't 439 like I predicted. It was only a few. And he had the in the Kimura a couple of times, but it was an okay match. Again, the whole pay-per-view was okay, but probably the two matches for me would be the best matches would be maybe Cena and Lesnar, but I would say more so Paige, Nikki Bella and AJ. I really thought it was a good match. I did. Sheamus Cesaro was okay as well. Like near the end, it got really good. Same with Golden Stars, it got really good near the end. But I think I'm gonna go with Paige and Nikki Bella and AJ. Like, I thought it was a good match. I really did. But I've gone through this kind of quickly. I don't really have much else to say. I usually go on these for like 20 minutes, but there was nothing. It was an average pay-per-view or whatever. It was nothing special. Like, there's nothing really more to say about it. I was just reading some stuff. I haven't really read, like, I usually read the wrestling news stuff like on Gerwick.net, but I haven't read it, much of it. But there was a thing where TNA took a shot at Night of Champions. I really need to check out TNA, but it's just the time. Like, I just don't have the time. They said a thing about if you. It says, well, we like the iPhone 6. Samsung Mobile is also great. Angry with WWE and NOC? You have options too. Impact on Spike, Wednesdays at 9 Central. But I've heard TNA has been really, really good. Loads of people are saying it. Like, I was reading a thing about last week's one, and it said it was an amazing show. Like, they've put on amazing shows the last few months. I've heard like some of the tag matches with Bully Ray and Devon. The Hardys and the Wolves have been incredible. Like, Tommy Reamer said that the Full Metal Mayhem TLC one was up there with the original TLC matches. He says it was really good and you need to check it out. So I really want to check it out. It's just the time. That's the only thing. That's my issue, is time, because WWE takes up so much of my time. I don't have the time to watch it. Also, one of Paul Bearer's sons passed away, Michael Moody, I think his name was, so rest in peace to him. No offense, but you've seen the guy, you've seen Paul Bearer, you know, I'm not being a dick, but, you know, it's kinda to be expected given the size of him. No offense, but it's true. But yeah, nothing more to say about Night of Champions. Hope you enjoyed it. It was an alright show. Nothing special, nothing important really happened. Yeah, that's about it. So, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Be sure to subscribe. Show that like button some love. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye. And share your thoughts. I think I said that. I don't know. I'm a bit tired. Been up for like 14 hours. I was really sleepy before even Night of Champions started, and I'd only been up for like 6, 7 hours. Um, I'm feeling it now as well, but I've only been up for like 14 hours, and I slept for 10 hours, so I stayed up till 6 in the morning, and then didn't get up till like 4, half 4, 5 o'clock. Um, but yeah, we'd have a nice brutal day of work. But I have my 5 hour energy, so it keeps me going a little bit. But yeah, that's it. See you later, folks. Bye bye.